and Mining Act about 6-7 years ago. All but two of the native land claims in the Yukon have been settled. It's got a very good permitting process. It's like a one-stop shop that called YesAb that handles all of your permitting. About 6 years ago, $7 million in total exploration dollars were spent in the Yukon. This year, there'll be over $200 million in exploration expenditures spent in the Yukon. So the Yukon is about twice the size of Nevada, and is virtually underexplored, if not unexplored. So again, it's very early days for the White Gold District and early days for the Yukon as well. To put us into perspective, why we think we're very attractive at this stage in the game. You look at the other comparables in the White Gold camp. Underworld, of course, they got taken out. $135 million market cap. You've got Kaminak. They just made the second discovery in the area. They've got a $70 million market cap. Aldrin, they're just starting to drill now for the first time. They're actually up to about a $50 million market cap now. Stina, again, all these, they've got these big market caps. We're currently sitting at a $4 million market cap as the third largest landholder in this White Gold District. So I believe there's a long way to go for us, and a great opportunity for anyone that is a shareholder right now. The White Gold District in review. Early days in just May of 2009 was the first discovery in the White Gold camp. May of 2010, Underworld got taken out by Kinross. There's about 4 or 5 other majors and a big Chinese company also that have just come into the White Gold camp, and they're really taking an interest in this camp. Kaminak, second discovery in the area just a week ago, so I think it's a classic area play. There's a big staking rush going on right now. We were in fairly early, and we've got a big land position. We do believe this will be the new Nevada for the next 20 to 30 years, and there'll be a lot of drilling in this district, so there'll be a lot of great news coming out of the White Gold District as well. So our second project is located in northern British Columbia. So just as Skookum Jim said about 110 years ago to make his discoveries in the Yukon, we started out on the shores of Tagish Lake as well. We've got a property. This is a property that we've worked on for 4.5 years. We've taken it from drill discovery stage to initial 43-101 resource. It's very well located. The properties, it's basically, we consider it a Yukon property. It's right on the Yukon-Alaska border, about 35 kilometers west of Atlin, British Columbia, and it's on Taku arm of Tagish Lake, hence the name Taku Gold Corp. Now this, our property is located on, again, this would be the shores of Tagish Lake. Our property covers about 2,500 hectares. It's covering a 6.2 kilometer splay fault off of the Llewellyn Fault. Llewellyn Fault is a deep-seated fault that goes all the way into the Yukon. This property, we've drilled off about 5 to 5.5 kilometers of the 6.2 kilometer fault. We've got mineralization running virtually the entire way. It's well mineralized. It's a structurally controlled deposit. Go ahead, Mike. You can actually see the deposit here on the creek bed. Is there's your deposit right there. You can walk up from the shores of Tagish Lake, which is called Breccia Beach. That would be the discovery outcrop. You can walk up to about 1.2 kilometers and follow the structure. You can see the hanging wall and footwall on either side of you. It's really a geologist's dream come true, and we've had numerous. We've had Kinross, Agnico Eagle, and Newmont have all been up to take a look at the deposit. So the exploration history, we've drilled 69 holes over the last over 3 years of work program, 11,500 meters in total. The average depth we've gone to is only 167 meters, so we've really just scratched the surface here. We've completed an airborne geophysical, soil geochemical surveys, trenching, sampling. It's really a turnkey operation. We've completed a 20-man drill camp, winterized drill camp. We can work on this property year-round. It's quite unique in that respect. And we've cut 20 kilometers of drill roads. We've actually been able to get the drilling cost down to a very, very reasonable per meter cost, simply due to the amount of infrastructure that we've constructed on the property. Go ahead, Mike. So in January of this year, we released a 43-101 resource. This would be a very small resource to start, covering 28 of the 69 holes that we've completed to date. We've got about 70,000 ounces proven on, again, a very small area, covering 400 meters or so or 500 meters, say, to about 150 meters deep. This year, the focus of our drilling program will wait till the work season is done in the Yukon, and we'll start the work program on this property in September. The focus of our attention will be on this 1 kilometer long by 400 meter wide quartz diorite intrusion. This is a brand new discovery that we made in our last work season. We uncovered here in trenching up to 7.8 grams per ton gold. And we're quite excited to put together a 4,000 to 5,000 meter drill program this year along the margins of this quartz diorite intrusion. Where it's located on the property, it's amenable to an open pit, large tonnage, open pit type of operation. So this project in review, we've spent $4.2 million in exploration expenditures to date. It's a big structure. It's wide open at depth along strike. We've got numerous cross faults that we have yet to explore as well. It's well mineralized. We've drilled off a large portion of this project. We've got the initial resource completed to date. And we're quite excited to get back to work on this project. Our share structure currently, we've got 19, that's a little bit out of date, but we've got 19.8 million shares outstanding, 26 million fully diluted. Management has put a lot of their own money into the company. We currently control about 25% of the issued and outstanding. Very small market cap, about $4 to $5 million market cap. Actually, and with such a small shares issued and outstanding, we are very liquid. Lately we've been trading north of about 100,000 shares a day. Management team, myself, I've got about 15 years industry experience raising money for public companies. Mainly on the mining side. Ik Boga has been he's a chartered accountant. I've worked with him for about 14 years. Excellent CFO. Mark Feketa here has 25. I don't want to give up his age. He's got a lot of years in the business. He worked with Free West Mac Watson for years. And an excellent addition to the team. And then, of course, Steve Smith at the back. I've worked with Steve for 15 years, my entire time in the business here. 12 months chart. Basically, you can see the big spike up in the share price, and that was when we first announced our entry into the White Gold District with Sean Ryan. So where do we go from here? We're solely focused in, again, the Yukon and northern BC. We've got technically strong, very strategically located projects. I think we're undervalued relative to our peers. That's for all of you to decide. Got a great share structure. Insiders own a lot, and we're currently at the tail end of a $3 million financing. That's 15 cents. That's being led by Union Securities in Toronto, and we'll spend about half that working in the Yukon, and the other half of our exploration expenditures on our TAG deposit in northern British Columbia. Thank you very much.